the fiercest beast will lay down when it is not eaten. Steal their food.
So we're gonna steal their food. Trap. Grave robber takes care of it. Yes. Just take it, that's fine. We have bandages for this, definitely. And we can just return. The thing about Warrens is that it has a lot of these tiny corridors, so sometimes you just want to... You want to have a better pathing, you know, in Warrens. Because it has so many connected corridors, and there can be some very important curios, like the scrolls that you can burn. So you always want to check every corridor. But since we have a scout, we know that there's nothing in the middle. We're gonna grab this curio once we are in this part, in this room. Okay, let's see what happens. Plague Doctor should grab it, because we have a building with the knowledge curios. Oh yeah, that's actually a really smart trick. You can like take away this trinket for in case we do find something stressful here. Yeah. And we found an old journal. Except nice stress heal, I guess. This fight. When you see this, you should probably know who is going to kill who. On turn 1, my Plague Doctor is going to stun these guys. Houndmaster should probably kill one of the piggies in the back, probably this one, because it's in position 4. And Grave Robber is going to set up a Shadow Fate for this piggy, and so that she can launch next turn. Leper, I'm not sure. It kind of depends. He will probably intimidate this pig so that he reduces the speed of the piggy. Also, he could, in case that Houndmaster doesn't kill this pig, he could also use intimidate to finish off this pig. Let's see what happens. They're surprised. That's perfect. That's a Shadow Fate. Stun. Hound's Rush, absolutely. I think you should use the biscuits, just because, like, if you look at our inventory already, you can see it's almost full. So we should just use these dog treats as soon as possible so they don't clutter the inventory.
Eradicated.
And it's crit. Now with Leper we want to intimidate the pig. I don't think we need to intimidate the swine meat hooker just yet. I don't think we need to do that, because intimidate is going to give us a speed, so we can do it on the next turn. But also there is an argument that we should intimidate right now, because intimidate has also the damage decrease aspect to it. So in that sense, intimidate on swine meat hooker makes sense. Okay. So we did it like to remove the stealth and to reduce the damage. Dodge, didn't matter. Plague Doctor is gonna get stunned, I think. No, she didn't. See? This is why we maybe should have intimidated this pig instead, because it is incredibly speedy, so maybe speed reduction made more sense on this pig. No disease. Okay. Stun. Yes. I think you should stun the Swine Slayer. Or try to. The Grave Robber should try to kill... Yeah, I think it's fine to try to kill this one. You have 100% chance to hit, so I think it's gonna be a kill. And Plague Doctor just can stun the Meat Hook. I don't think that's worth it. You have much lower damage against the Meat Hook. The Meat Hook has 2 speed. The Plague Doctor is absolutely gonna go before the Meat Hook. You should attack the Swine. The small pig. Yep. Yes. I agree. No. Yes. No. There you go. Now this is kind of awkward, because Leper cannot kill this pig here. He could possibly kill it if we stun this piggy. And if this pig gets shuffled to position 3, maybe then Leper could kill it. I don't think stunning the Meat Hooker makes sense here at all. I don't like it. Yes, Intimidate on this makes a lot of sense. Just chop. It's not 100% to hit, but yeah, just go for it. Hound's Harry? Looks perfect to me. Like the dream scenario for Hound's Harry, everybody's going to bleed. Perfect. You can Shadow Fire, you don't need to. I would probably... I think Pick to the Face is better option here. Yeah, I think Pick to the Face is better.
The blood.
And I think you should Noxious Blast. Noxious Blast is also important for the reason that even though we didn't get the Blight off, he has -7 accuracy. I think that's the more important part, because yeah, we cannot stun it right now.
Gently.
This is more important.
This is how a life is taken.
See? That 7 accuracy could have mattered.
Unforeseen.
And it's a launch.
Continue the onslaught.
Perfect.
Destroy them all.
See, this is the kind of a scenario where you really want to get rid of dog treats. I think you can get rid of the medicinal herbs. Medicinal herbs are mostly used in warrants to gain food, and we have enough food as it is. You can also get rid of the bandages too. If you're crazy, you can get rid of the torches. I don't think it's time to do so just yet. I don't know, why do we have 2 vials against Blight? I think we can get rid of the anti-venom and the medicinal herbs. Scouting. Now we can also prepare our pathing. What I imagine what it's going to be like, since we have here a curio, we can go like this, go here, take a look if there's an interesting curio to take or not. We don't necessarily have to like go here. Then we're gonna go up, get this curio, and then we're gonna go back backtrack, backtrack, and go like this, so that we grab this curio, go here, grab this curio, and go up. Those doctors can be... I don't like this. I would keep the bandages. And also keep the dog treats. They can be useful. Okay. Oof, medicinal herbs. Well, what can you do? But sometimes it's better to just not use any medicinal herbs on this curio, because there is a chance you will get loot instead. And getting Tippler from this is irrelevant. We don't have to grab it just yet, we may find medicinal herbs. So... going to the left now. Go here and see torches. We can grab it, sure, why not? And since we made it this far...
could staunch the flow of
oh yes,
corruption.
The loot, yes, Ancestor, I agree. Those torches. Unfortunately we got a fight here. Here. So we're gonna have a double stun on these two. Grave Robber is gonna Shadow Fade and gonna kill this piggy. Houndmaster is going to focus the Madman down. And Leper is going to slow down either with Intimidate. We'll see. We'll see how things will turn out. I'm not sure just yet. So that's a Shadow Fade.
May we find victory.
Accusation. That's kind of unfortunate.
The horror.
But it's not the end of the world because we have Arya blocks. But if that crit, that would have been really problematic, because we don't have any good way to restore health on Plague Doctor. Vomit? That's fine. I mean, it's not because diseases, yeah. Use the cookie and attack the Madman. Because Lucy is our only person who can attack the position 4. And that's his job. I disagree with that. I don't think that's worth it. I mean, yeah, you get bonuses to the attack for it being a beast. But still, this is... you're doing Grave Robber's job. Grave Robber's job is to kill with launch either this guy, or this guy. But this guy is the absolute, the most appropriate target because these guys are in stealth. Didn't kill it. Double stun on the backline. And Leper... Leper should heal here. The reason why I think about Intimidate here is because I made previously the mistake with Houndmaster of attacking this pig. If I didn't attack this pig with Houndmaster, my Grave Robber would have a clean target. But since right now I don't have a clean target, I'm better off revealing from stealth either this pig or this pig, so that Grave Robber can kill it the next round. And it's highly probable that Grave Robber is gonna go first because of her speed. But there's one thing I forgot about, which is that this Grave Robber is a mercenary I got, and she has the Twilight Dreamer, meaning that she can see stealth targets. So in this case, Hugh wins out 100% of the time. Leper should just Hugh here to kill this piggy. You know, I'm liking this more than the Ruins round because there's it's more complicated. That's fine. Debuff is surprisingly fine too. And see, this is the problem of leper not healing. There, this pig gets turn and more stress on leper. This is the absolutely Hound Harry to kill this piggy.
Singular strike.
Now the question is how I'm going to target this madman, and I think I should use Disorienting Blast so that it's gonna be the Grave Robber's turn. So I should either stun this guy or Disorienting Blast this guy, so that he gets shuffled here, so that Grave Robber can attack him. I don't think that does anything. That makes sense. No stun, so that means Grave Robber has to attack him. How much do we have? How much damage do we have with Chop? 8 to 16. He has a 3 damage bleed proc if he rolls 11 or crit. The Meat Hooker is dead. I think you can either use here Intimidate or Chop. I think Chop makes more sense. You're relying a little bit on RNG, but I think that's fine. There you go. Perfect. And Grave Robber can kill the madman now.
Obliterated.
Perfect. And this piggy doesn't have stuff anymore. We can just kill it. Big to the face? Really? You don't have to do it just yet. It's up to you. We could get a heal off or not. Okay, that's fine. Hound Harry. So that this pig dies on its turn. With the bleed.
Disadvantage. Give them no
Perfect.
quarter.
And Plague Doctor can heal herself. And Leper can also heal herself. That's amazing.
Pumps. The limbs obey.
That's unfortunate.
These nightmarish creatures can be.
Get rid of the anti-venom, and I think you should keep the shovels. Like normally you don't need shovels in warrens, but we have a long corridor.
They can be beaten.
You can also get rid of the torches. I don't know, it's up to you. The torches might be too important. Getting rid of the holy water? Interesting. And get rid of the anti-venom, absolutely. I guess I'm checking skills right now, because I want to camp. I guess I want to get rid of the... Oh yeah, camping here kind of makes sense. To get rid of the disease and get rid of the stress. Sure, why not? The spotted fever is not too bad. You could also try to disarm this trap with Houndmaster to get rid of the stress. I don't think it's worth it. There you go. Spiders. Again, same thing. Plague Doctor stuns. Hound Rush, I agree. Strangely enough, you don't want to hit too hard here or crit, because you want to get off the double stun. The ideal situation would be if this dealt 15 damage or 16 damage, and then the bleed could just kill the spider. I think it's fine to Hound Harry here. Not Hound Harry, sorry. Hound's Rush. 13. Not quite ideal. Shadow Fade, yes. Double stun. And I think you want to heal here, absolutely. You can intimidate, but it's problematic. It's 84% chance to hit. I still think heal here makes the most sense. Yeah, this is guaranteed, but still. The problem with this play is that what spiders want to do, especially these spiders, the red ones, they like marking the target. And the leopard just marked itself, so it has done its job for him. I think he would have been better here.
That cuts on its own.
See, normally the spider would have just used its web, but since leopard is marked, it can bite. And the spider deals blight. And this leopard has spotted fever, so it's gonna get blighted. I think chop makes the most sense here. I think you should chop the second spider, the green spider. The green spider is more scary. That doesn't make any sense. Chop. Not on this spider. On the second one. Solemnity kind of makes sense, but I'm not sure about it.
Annihilated.
I think I should attack the second one. It's more dangerous. I could possibly stun him. And I think it's worth a try. Noxious Blast is fine too. Launch on the first one. Yes.
Decimated.
And that's gonna be Hound's Rush.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
I think if you want, you can get rid of the torches already. But I also think you can just camp here. I think this is the perfect opportunity for you to camp. So, yeah. Just camp. Yep.
Gathered close in
That's
tenuous
perfect.
firelight.
We healed some stress.
Uneasy companionship.
8 crests is a lot. I think you could get rid of the jades, and I think also you could get rid of the torches if you want. It's not necessary. You could also get rid of the 4 food, but I don't feel quite comfortable with getting rid of the food just yet. The warrants is short, so it's not as big of a problem as other zones, but yeah. Hound's Watch, yes, to prevent nighttime ambush. If we got a nighttime ambush with Swineskiver, this run would have been over. I realized that I forgot leeches, which would remove the blight and the disease. But luckily I have a grave robber. I can just use snuff box. Reflection, absolutely, the best skill. Self-medicate, yeah, sure. You don't necessarily... Therapy Dog kind of makes sense too. Release the Hound makes sense too. I don't think it really matters.
The wounds of war can
Sure.
be healed, but never hidden.
That's fine.
The light, the promise of safety.
Grab this curio. You could get rid of the food, you could get rid of the torches. I think 12 food could be potentially enough, but remember that we have no good healing, so if, let's say, the grave robber gets chunked really badly, we would need that for food. I think that makes sense too. Okay, interesting. I think you might have as well just go this way. I don't think backtracking makes a lot of sense. I guess there is this curio which we left. We can grab it. Oh yeah, and we of course left this. So it's important to backtrack. We can grab this with Plague Doctor because Plague Doctor has the highest blight resist. We have the key. The 3 portraits are pretty important to take. I would just get rid of the torches, I think, at this point. I think 8 torches are gonna be just fine and enough for the rest of the dungeon. I sincerely doubt we're gonna need more. But we might. Okay. It's not that big of a deal, anyway. Heirlooms. I think you should grab this. Get rid of the torches now. Not key, because you have a room that will have a chest in it. This fight. Okay. We'll see. Surprise, that's perfect. Shadow Fade, absolutely. Now Houndmaster gets an access to stun. I think the Houndmaster should try to stun the Thunderer. It doesn't make sense to try to stun the Ghoul, because, well, it makes sense, but it makes more sense for the Plague Doctor to do it with the Disorienting Blast, because she has a higher chance to stun. Whereas the Houndmaster has no trinkets to support his stun, and this pig has a 50% stun resist, and this stun has a 150% chance to stun. So a stun on this pig would be 100% ideal. Dodge, that's unfortunate. You should try to stun. I think you should try to stun the Ghoul anyway. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. This doesn't make any sense. You should stun here. Stun the Ghoul. Or try. That doesn't make any sense. You could blight him so that Grave Robber has more damage on her launch, but I don't think it's worth it. The Ghoul has 40% protection. The Grave Robber is not gonna kill him. I think Intimidate makes sense on both. Intimidate would have been more ideal on a target that wouldn't get stunned. But I used Blight instead. He has -7 accuracy, but there you go. I didn't stun him and I got punished for that. That's whatever. That doesn't matter. Lunge. Well, we've set up the lunge with a blight, so still, I don't think it makes sense to use the lunge here. I think you should launch the pick. Technically speaking, you don't have to do that just yet either. You can just leave the pick to the Houndmaster. Yeah, I think you should launch the ghoul. That's a low roll. That is terrible. You should stun the ghoul. Perfect. That's what I should have done last turn. Yeah. Houndmaster on the pick. It's 100% chance. You're not gonna kill him, but you know, what can you do? That doesn't make any sense. That's fine. I don't think Intimidate can kill him. You can Solemnity. I think intimidating the ghoul makes also sense. I think it makes more sense to intimidate, but that doesn't make any sense. I think you should just intimidate the ghoul to reduce his speed. I think that's fine too. Chop doesn't make any sense.
Masterfully executed.
There you go. Stress. Oh, that wasn't so bad. Pick to the face on the ghoul. And the ghoul is dead.
Monstrous size has
Did you see how fast that ghoul was?
no intrinsic merit.
Yeah, Solemnity. This is the perfect time for Solemnity.
Considered a virtue.
And Hound's Rush. No, not Hound's Rush, but Hound's Herring. And the pig is dead. Heal the leper.
A death by inches.
Well, there you go. That 4 food was useful in the end. That's an interesting fight. We should focus the large flesh eater first, because he has less protection and he has less HP. So Shadow Fate, I agree. Intimidate. I don't really like Intimidate here, because it marks yourself. At the same time, we don't really want to get hit by the spear here. Okay, this is kind of problematic. You don't want to mark yourself, because this guy deals tremendous damage to you when you're marked. At the same time, the damage reduction on the centaur would be, swinetaur, would be perfect. I think you should intimidate the swinetaur anyway. You have full HP, it's not ideal, but okay. You should try to stun the large flesh eater. Unfortunate. You should try to stun the large flesh eater for the same reason, like I mentioned. The flesh eater attacking the leper could be catastrophic, and the swinetaur already has minus damage, so his damage is not going to be as impactful as the flesh eaters. That doesn't make sense. Okay. Oof. We can pray. So we marked him anyway. Interesting. That could have ended way worse. Lunge on... yeah, large flesh eater. That was a really bad damage. Really bad low roll. I agree. And you should try to stun the flash here. Oof. Intimidate on the Swinetour. We have already started working on him. Now he has minus 66% damage. Oof. We can pray again. That's a good roll again. Get a little bit lucky, I would say. That would have been way worse without the minus 66% damage. Yep. Now he has minus 99% damage. He's not going to deal any damage at all. You should stun here. And Hound Rush. Again. Yes.
Inspiration and improvement.
That's not gonna deal any damage.
Death waits.
The 0 damage crit. Yes, I agree. So much control. Lunge. Low rolling. Can you even stun this guy? I don't think you can. It's super unlikely. I think either Noxious Blast... Noxious Blast doesn't make any sense on the Swinetour either. I think you should just Battlefield Medicine on the Grave Robber to heal her a bit.
The wounds of war can be healed.
And that's Hound Rush. .6 damage. Yeah. Imagine if this Flesh Eater used Devour twice before. It would have been really bad. This looks like a Hound's Harry to me. You can Purge here. Purge here makes perfect sense. Wait, yeah, absolutely. I think you should keep reducing the damage. That's better. Pick to the face. That doesn't make any sense. You don't need to stun. You should just heal the Grave Robber again. Yep. And here I would use Hound's Harry, potentially. It has 3 damage, so yeah, you should use Hound's Harry. A minimum of 3 damage. Perfect.
Victory. Perhaps the turning point.
And this swine is not going to deal any damage again. I think you should start healing yourself with Solemnity. Lunge, yes.
The ground
Nice.
quakes.
Hound's Rush, yes. And you should stun him. Or try to stun him. Unfortunate, but what can you do? It was not in our favor anyway, but it's worth trying. Pick to the face I think made more sense here. Yes, heal.
The wounds of war.
Actually, it kind of makes sense to use Shadow Fade here, because this also enables now Houndmaster to try to stun the Swinetour champion.
War can be healed, but never hidden.
In that sense, it's a 200 IQ play. No stun, but the Plague Doctor can try as well. And that's a stun. And now he's going to die to the Plague Doctor. Sorry, I mean the Grave Robber. Perfect.
Size alone does not dissuade the sharpened blade. Success so clearly.
The trinket is useless.
Or is it merely a trick of the light?
I think you can finally get rid of the torches. I wouldn't get rid of the shovels just yet. Like I said, we have a long corridor before us. The skeleton key, you cannot get rid of it just yet. You don't need that trinket, you don't need to take it, but if you really want to, I would probably get rid of the onyxes. Emeralds? I disagree with that. The grave robber is gonna try to open it because she just used the holy water. Wait, that doesn't make any sense, sorry. And another key. Grain sack. That's my quest location. What should you get rid of? I'm not sure actually. You can get rid of the keys now. Backtracking in this room. Okay, this is like a similar fight as the last one, but easier. You should use Hound's Rush on the pick. Yep. Shadow Fade here, I agree. And you should stun the pick with Disorienting Blast, it's better. Disorienting Blast is better here. I don't like this at all. I don't like this at all. I don't like Intimidate on Large Flesh Eater either. He has a really decent debuff resist. And like I said, marking yourself can lead to some disasters. I think it would have made more sense for the Plague Doctor to use the Disorienting Blast on this piggy. It would get shuffled to the front, and Leper then could use Purge or Chop. Probably Purge or Chop probably. I don't know. I don't like Intimidate here whatsoever. Yep. See, now this launch is also kind of problematic, because you want to kill this pig. You really want to kill this pig, but it has already taken some damage. If you shuffled this pig forward and the leper killed this pig, then this pig wouldn't get a turn. But this pig is really fast, so it's probably gonna take a turn. I should blow my lunch on the Flesh Eater anyway. Yeah. As unfortunate as it is, I think I should use it on the Flesh Eater. Now this pig gets a turn, because I didn't use Disorienting Blast and I didn't try to kill it with Leper. That's more stress. I could have gotten a disease. Resist, somehow. Hound's Rush, yes.
Their formation is broken. Maintain.
I think you should try to heal, honestly. You can keep trying to intimidate, but I don't think it's worth it. If the Flesh Eater attacks the leper anyway, then the heal wouldn't have mattered, but still some stress healing maybe. Stun, I think that makes sense. Try to stun. That's unfortunate. The leper is at the Death's Door. Technically, it's not a problem because this leper cannot die in this kind of a situation. He has a heal, and he also has a heal from the Plague Doctor, so... And this Flesh Eater doesn't have any Blight or Bleed, so he cannot kill the leper however hard he tries. Like, what we are gonna try to do this fight is try to recover as much as possible, so that in the next fight we don't die.
Wound.
Yeah, I think it makes sense to try it stun. Grave Robber should... I think Shadow Fading is fine here. I think that's fine too. No, Shadow Fading is better. It's the Flesh Eater doesn't have enough protection for it to use the pick. That makes sense, yes. And Leper should heal. I think I should have healed earlier too, but you know. Attack it. Noxious Blast. That was resisted as expected, and launch. And Leper should just kill it. Leper should just kill it.
Their cursed champion falls.
He should eat the food.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
You could possibly ditch the onyxes here instead of the gold. You should still keep the shovels. Getting withstand here makes a lot of sense. You're super low. Okay, that's fine. Light it up. There you go. Maybe should have taken the gold instead. No scout. That's kind of scary.
As the light gains purchase, spirits are lifted, and purpose is made clear.
Let's fight. Shadow Fade. This guy is really scary for this team comp, because we don't have a Vestal that can heal easily AoE. That was super lucky. The Houndmaster should try to stun this guy, because Plague Doctor doesn't have access to this guy. Yep. It should be a stun. And Plague Doctor should try to stun this guy, yes. And Leper, even though our Grave Robber here can detect stealth targets, she has the... what is it called? She has the thing that she can see the stealth targets. But intimidating the Hunter makes still sense, because you want to slow down his speed. Launch on the Hunter. Perfect.
The enemy crumbles.
How much damage was it? 30? So there you go, the Intimidate was kind of needless, but still.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
I think Withstand makes here the most sense, because these guys make target bleed, and if they group up on the Leper here, and if they both crit with their bleed, he could possibly get to the Death's Door and then die on his turn. So you should just withstand here to prevent the bleed. And also to reduce the damage. I think you should try to stun the guy anyway. I think you should try to stun him anyway. Healing doesn't make sense here. I don't really like it. Hound Rush on the first guy. Yes. Okay, that's fine. dodge, leper dodge. Healing here makes sense, I think, but stunning also. I think you should pick to the face the guy in front of you. Perfect. And then you don't need to heal, just use the Hunt Rush. A leper should heal up, yes. Turns out the stun was a better idea. Shadow Fade here. I think using the vial is fine too. Drinking here makes sense too. Healing, yes, I agree. Disorienting Blast, yes. It's stunning, makes sense. Yeah, sure. I think both are fine. It doesn't really matter. Just use whatever. And Grave Robe for the final crit? Sure, why not? Sure, that's fine too. Get a heal off? Sure. That doesn't make sense. You use the... you drank with the Grave Robber so that you can heal more, so why would you Noxious Blast here? Just use the heal on like a Grave Robber or something to top her off. Okay. I guess I was afraid about the speed. I think you should look at the map first to see if you can get rid of the shovels or not. And with a scout. Curio, quest location. So we know where the last quest location is, and we can see that we don't need any shovels to get there. So you can get rid of the shovels. I think this is perfect, with torches and food left. So this is where our grain stacks will go. Food and torches. You can get rid of this, you don't need this. I think you can... you don't need to touch the table, but sure. Why not?
Be carried home.
I guess. That's fine. I wouldn't take the gold. I don't think anybody needs a quirk. This is where we get rid of the torches.
A handsome reward.
That doesn't make sense. What if you get... yeah.
The way is lit. The path is clear. We require only the strength to follow it.
Okay, you're gonna risk it? Sure. Sure. There is no fight. And that's it. A quick check to see if there was any loot. There wasn't.
A match is struck. A blazing star is born.
And there you go. That's it.
These foodstuffs yield double benefit. The town may eat, and the swine will not.
Garden? So nothing. Well, that's it. Thank you very much for watching and have a nice day.